I'm Nat.
I'm Ashton.
And we are the Nerds in Flannel. Hey guys, welcome to episode 1, the first official episode of this podcast.
Woo!
Woo! Ashton, do you have any words?
Spider-Man. That's all. That's
Spider who? He's a menace! He's a freaking menace!
Only to a certain point of view.
Yes.
Bringing in the Star Wars quotes. Let's go.
So, Ashton, since this is our first official episode, we should have a tradition on our episodes. You know what I mean?
I think so.
So every single time we review a movie or like a TV show or something, we're gonna have one sentence to describe our thoughts, our entire thoughts, and then we shall go deeper into our thoughts.
Yes.
How many times did I say thoughts there?
More thoughts than I've ever heard in my life.
Fair enough. Yes. So yes, today we're talking about Spider-Man No Way Home. Ashton, what is one sentence to describe? Did you write this down?
Yeah, I did.
Dude,
I came prepared.
This guy wrote it down. I'm just like, I'm going to do it just off the top, and he's just like, I'm going to write it down. Yeah, he's a lot more organized than I am.
I was thinking about it and just had a good thought. Okay. No Way Home works so well as both a standalone movie and as a, just wider MCU / comic book movie. And that's what makes it such a good movie. I said movie a lot there.
You did.
But yes.
That's a long sentence.
That's a very long sentence.
You just add comma.
Comma, yeah. Comma after comma.
Okay, here's my sentence. Toby and Andrew are very handsome.
Yes.
Yes. That is my... Oh, yo! Sorry. Spoiler alert! Dude. Yeah, we should probably say that we're not gonna try hide anything in this episode. If you have not seen this movie, sorry about that.
You're probably in the lower percentage of the population.
Yeah, dude, this movie's the 10th highest grossing movie of all time. You should know by now.
I think it got it's like number 6 in the box office right now.
Should I check? Let's check.
I looked it up earlier. It might have changed. I don't know. Let's see.
Dude, how many MCU movies are in the top 10?
Endgame, is Infinity War there? And I think Black Panther as well.
Black Panther? Let's see. Dude, it's all Disney movies, bro.
Dang. Except for Titanic and Avatar.
Oh,
Avatar's technically.
Spider-Man No Way Home is 6th.
Oh, let's freaking go.
6th with $1.7 billion. I don't think it's going to pass Infinity War with $2.08 billion. But, dude, that's crazy. That movie is what? It's just over a month old.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
It took Endgame 3 months to get there, and then James Cameron's like, nah, bro, and then he re-released Avatar in China to make it the highest again.
I think I was reading the other day that last weekend it grossed another 11 million alone worldwide.
That's not bad.
That
is not bad.
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
Huh. Dude, Frozen 2 is number 11. What?
Dang. Huh. And the first Frozen is 17.
Yeah. It's not bad.
Huh.
When you look at this list, it's like, wow, these movies made that much? Dude, Captain Marvel is 27th. That movie was bad. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, fair enough.
Dude, this is all Disney movies on the top 100 movies.
Dang.
What's number 100? What's Deadpool 2?
I mean, it's Disney now, it wasn't then.
Yeah, it's Disney now. Alright, back to Spider-Man No Way Home!
Cool.
Alright, okay. Let's pull up our little thing here. Okay. So, Ashton, let's give this movie a quick synopsis to people who have not seen it or who need a quick refresher.
Good idea.
So, it's it's basically Peter Parker gets exposed because Mysterio exposes his identity because of Far From Home. And his world gets turned upside down. He goes to Doctor Strange to reverse things for him and his friends and his aunt and Happy. And what happens is, magic doesn't really go well. So people from different multiverses and, they get into that universe and then crap happens. That's what I'm going to say.
Yeah, that's a pretty good description.
Yeah, that's the Nat description right there.
Nat description.
I don't describe things very well. When I try to look for things, I'm like, yo, where is it? And then someone just pulls up like a piece of paper and it's right there.
There you go.
All right. So, Ashton, tell me your initial thoughts. Like, going into the movie, did you see any trailers? Did you like watch any like TV spots?
Yeah. So going in, yeah, I watched all the trailers and TV spots. Okay. But a little bit of context. I also have a couple of younger brothers that are super into Marvel as well. They haven't seen the movie yet, so I can say whatever the crap I want about them because they're not listening to this.
Yeah, I mean, if they could, but don't.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, they kind of talked a lot about predictions that people were making.
Okay.
So no set spoilers. I went off of social media until I was able to see the movie. For the most part, I just kind of checked DMs, but I didn't go anywhere else. But yeah, from like kind of them talking, they brought up all these theories and stuff from trailer breakdowns. I didn't watch any breakdowns, but a lot of those were surprisingly accurate. So it kind of spoiled the movie, but kind of didn't.
Okay.
Other than that though, like I came out of that movie like completely shocked of like the ending and everything. Like it was a great movie. It's been a while since I've seen a movie that good, and it was also kind of like nice to know that Marvel could still like hit a home run like this after Endgame.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, I don't know. What were your initial thoughts, man?
So as Ashton, as you know, I didn't see any trailers. I didn't see any TV spots. I was completely like out of the loop. I didn't want to know anything. So like, I went to watch West Side Story the week before Spider-Man came out, and the trailer popped up in the theater. So I'm there covering my ears. I'm holding my ears. I'm closing my eyes, and I'm like turning the other way because I didn't want to hear a single thing. All I saw was Peter Parker like in the ring crying, and then now we know why he was doing that.
Yeah. Dang.
Yeah, but no, like, dude, I was super excited to watch this movie. I went with a few people here from school. We were hyping ourselves up the night of. Yo, Spider-Man.
Yo.
And then, dude, I wore my Spider-Man costume to the movie theater, and these guys wanted to take a picture with me. And I legit came out of the bathroom, and they were like, "Yo, can we get a picture with you?" Yeah, dude, that was a wild movie. Like, all my expectations for the movie were met.
Yeah.
And, like, surpassed.
Yeah.
Dude, like, honestly, I knew that Toby and Andrew were going to be in this movie. I just had a feeling, even though I haven't seen trailers. But, like, when it happened, I'm like, no way.
That's interesting. Like, because of all the spoiler leaks and everything, I didn't know for sure, but I was watching Andrew, like, on all these interviews for Tick Tick Boom, also a great movie.
Watch the movie.
Yes,
please.
Watch it.
Great.
It's amazing.
Great.
I watched all these interviews where people were asking him if he was in Spider-Man, and he was just like, "No, I'm not." And just kind of going off. Give him an Oscar just for that performance alone.
Oh, the memes.
All the memes. So then I kind of decided, like, the day that I was gonna see the movie, like, I'm just gonna go into this not expecting my expectations, or at least fan expectations, because even if they're not in it, I know it's still going to be a good movie. Because I liked all the previous ones. But yeah, when they came in, I was just like, dude, I was shaking in my boots. Like, the whole theater was screaming, and this was like a couple weeks after the movie had released. It was still getting that reaction. It was insane. Just the perfect movie to see in theaters, honestly.
Dude, my theater was so lame. I cannot have got a lamer theater.
Dude, you watched it opening night, though.
I watched a preview night. And
Dang.
And it was only the five of us, a few of us went, and we were the only ones yelling. Dude, like, during, like, Endgame, when they came to the portals, my theater, also preview night, went insane. They went insane. Some people were jumping up and down. I saw popcorn flying. Dude, I thought that the reveal of Toby and Andrew was better than the freaking portal thing from Endgame. That hot take. I know.
Okay.
I know. But dude, like, you knew they were going to come back. You didn't necessarily know that Toby and Andrew were going to be in there.
Yeah.
And you really didn't expect them to come to a portal.
I think I agree with that, actually. I was trying to play out all the ways in my head that they could make this initial interaction work. Because, like, Andrew's Peter and Toby's Peter don't know each other. So, like, how would they react to seeing each other the first time? And then with Holland there, and, like, a super teched out Holland as well.
Yeah. Tony Stark Holland, baby.
Stark Jr.
Stark, I don't feel so good.
Too soon. No, not really, because Aunt May died and that's taking prominence over this. Yeah, but I had no way how that would work out. But they nailed it. Like, props to the friggin' writers. Good job, Kevin Feige. Good job, everyone involved.
Who wrote the script for No Way Home?
Good question.
Oh, dude, this is the wrong keyboard. Dude, okay, I have like 3 keyboards going on here. I can't keep up. Writer for No Way Home. I'm the slowest typer. I'm a dad typer. I have like those. Is that who wrote it? Is this guy? Colin McKenna. Let's say he wrote it. Probably not. Wait. Did he write it? Kevin McKenna and Eric Summers. Good job, boys.
Good job.
And John Watts, good job. You directed it, so good for you, man. Yeah, good job, team. You put out a pretty good movie.
And props to the actors for all the improv that they were able to put in there as well.
Penis Parker. That wasn't in that movie, but that's just funny.
Dang. Yeah. No, it was a great movie. I think it was almost impossible to meet all expectations that had been growing from posters, from trailers, from these supposed leaks that were actually true.
Yes.
And yeah, it went off without a hitch. I remember actually, after I saw Endgame, this was even before I saw Far From Home, I was having a conversation with a friend. And we were talking about, like, how cool would it be if somehow there were a movie that brought together all 3 Spider-Men. Like, this was a dream even before, like, Far From Home came out.
Dude, it's the meme. It's actually the meme.
It's the meme. Facts. But yeah, I'm like, I had serious doubts that anything like that would happen, because, you know, the actors are getting old, and Andrew Garfield didn't leave on, you know, the best note with Sony and all this other stuff, but dreams came true. Like, after Endgame, they had to do something big, and this was definitely it.
I think, would you say that No Way Home is, like, as a whole movie better than Endgame, or do you still think Endgame is better?
So, here's actually kind of where that gets into, like, my initial takeaway.
Okay. That's fine.
I think Endgame worked really well as a movie that you kind of had to see in, like, with all the other MCU movies, not so much as a standalone movie. Whereas I think No Way Home, even though there's a lot of history, the story is enough where you kind of have, like, your predominant figure, you open with their life kind of being ruined, and things just only seem to get worse and worse for this kid. And all of a sudden, when all hope is lost, you have these 2 other figures of, like, his future self that kind of come through and are able to, like, help direct him and just kind of be there for him and to support him. And then from there on, they're able to kick ass. Like, it's a good movie trope. I think Endgames was, you could argue, like, Infinity War and Endgame together could be good standalones, but yeah, I think in terms of, like, Marvel movies, if you're just going based off of, like, the lineage of the MCU, then, I mean, Endgame has to still be the ultimate, because all the characters, right? But if you're going off of just, like, all these other, like, sort of, like, superhero films and looking at them individually to see, like, how they stack up, I think I'd take No Way Home over that, actually.
Yes.
I don't know. What do you think?
Overall, as a movie, I think No Way Home is a better movie. But I think, dude, I wouldn't call Endgame necessarily a movie. It's more of an experience.
Okay.
Because when you invest, what was it, like 19 movies before that into this franchise, and then you see it all like coincide with actual big consequences, dude, there's nothing like watching Endgame opening night with like a theater full of people.
True.
Like, that was probably my favorite theater experience ever.
Yeah.
And dude, I went to see freaking Alvin and the Chipmunks opening night, and that was a good experience too. I tell ya.
Oh man.
Yo, we were all seeing like chipmunks after that.
Man, the internet, like in its early stages after that movie came out, was just all these like super high pitched synthesized voices for every song cover on YouTube.
Dude, I used to be able to do the voice.
Dang.
I can't. I hit puberty. Finally. Anyways.
Finally.
Okay. So I want to talk about performances. So Ashton, who was a standout for you in this movie? I want one person who stood out and one person who just sucked.
One person who stood out, one person that sucks.
If you don't think anyone sucked, then that's okay.
Okay. I'm going to... I know a lot of people would be looking kind of at like... the Spider-Man, but I think my standout character had to be Dafoe's Green Goblin. And here's why. So before I watched No Way Home, I rewatched all the Spider-Man movies, and I actually found I had a lot of problems with the first Spider-Man movie.
The first,
like the Tobey Maguire
okay.
Spider-Man movie.
Yes.
And that's the one where Dafoe plays Goblin initially. But after I watched that movie, I was like, honestly, the best thing about this movie has to be Green Goblin and just how absolutely terrifying he is.
Yeah, bro.
And by this point, it was already announced that they were going to be in No Way Home. So I was like, cool, I can't wait to see like how he's going to do. Like, I mean, he's only aged a little bit. It's not that drastic. Easily covered up with makeup. They don't even have to CGI him.
How old is Willem Dafoe?
He's in his 60s now. I think he was in his late 40s when he films Goblin the first time. And now
66.
66.
Dude, he's still kicking it, bro.
He's still doing like the best he can. And like when I first saw this movie, like it kind of sets Green Goblin up as like the pity character. And even the first Spider-Man did that as well. Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. He kind of like, you feel sorry for him. Because, he's losing his company and everything, and his life's work is, like, just... He's just having a really bad time. But then you just can't agree with him going in and, like, just goblifying stuff.
Yeah.
Because all the Goblin wants to do is cause chaos. And, like, you feel empathetic for Norman. You still see hints of Norman in the story. He's not Goblin all the time. But they're two distinct characters that he kind of embodies.
Right.
So then by the time you have, like, and they just carry that perfectly into this movie. Like, it's kind of refreshing, honestly, to have a villain that just wants to mess around with people.
Yeah.
Instead of, like, like Thanos had these good intentions.
Not good intentions
Goblin
at all.
just wanted to mess up
Yeah.
Parker's life. And he, like, does that perfectly. And his laugh and just his whole demeanor is just absolutely terrifying. Just perfect performance. Honestly, one of my favorite villains of all time, like in any movie.
Yes.
And then a character that I thought kind of sucked. It would have to be the Lizard. So I get why he sucked. They only had the actors do voiceover. They couldn't actually get them on set for the Lizard and for Sandman because of scheduling conflicts. But, I mean, he just felt so sidelines. Like, I enjoyed him in that movie, like in the Andrew Garfield Amazing Spider-Man movie. Underrated movie. But he just, like, and you kind of feel sorry for him because he's using his life to figure out how to cure his, like, arm, like how to regrow his arm. He's smart enough to figure it out, but, he's kind of also a little impulsive.
Yeah. How do you say the actor's name? Rice Ifans?
Yeah, something like that.
Rice Ifans? Whatever, okay. Continue.
But yeah, no, he was an awesome character in that movie.
Yeah.
And even by the end of that movie, spoiler alert for that movie if you haven't seen it, he gets cured. So it just also felt weird that they were bringing him in.
He was already fixed.
He was already fixed. So like I would have preferred to see other villains take his place. Same with Electro, actually, but we can touch on that later.
I wanted Rhino. I wanted Paul Giamatti.
There you go. But yeah, I don't know. What about for you? Stand-up performances.
Stand-up performance for me. Hey guys, I have a YouTube channel, Fancity Nat. Look at that. Look it up. Watch my No Way Home review. I said on that review that I thought the stand-up performance to me was Alfred Molina as Doc Ock.
Okay.
Because in this movie, he really had to play two characters. One before he got fixed by Peter, and then one after. Dude, he played a really good douchebag.
He did.
In the beginning, when he was like, "I'm sick of your questions, boy," but like louder because I don't want to pop the mic. But like, that scene was really good, and the emotional scenes with him afterwards, like when he met up with Tobey Maguire, and oh, it's so good to see you, my boy. Dude, like that line, I felt that because my favorite Spider-Man movie of all time is Spider-Man 2.
Yeah, it's
so
a good movie.
That made sense for me. And I'm like, yeah, because I always been an advocate for like Alfred Molina as like the greatest cinematic Spider-Man character.
Okay.
But now I'll take that back. I take it back. I'll say someone else later. I take it back. And someone who sucked? Who sucked? I was expecting to answer this question. Who didn't I not like? Who phoned it in? Jimmy Fox phoned it in.
Okay.
Dude, he was not funny. I didn't laugh at any of his jokes. because like in Amazing Spider-Man 2, he's not funny.
Yeah, he wasn't really written to be a comedic character.
No, like, and in this movie, he's like quipping like, what was that movie he was in? I don't remember. I don't watch Jimmy Fox movies. But like, it was just not funny to me. And I feel like he was trying a little too hard to be funny. Man, I said funny a lot. But yeah. Okay, Ashton. I want to quickly talk about my favorite part of the movie.
Okay.
And it's done by this man named Michael Giacchino. Do you know who that is? Do you know who Michael Giacchino is?
Is that the composer?
It is the composer.
Okay, I got it right.
Guys,
you're
this
a nerd,
score
man.
is the best of any MCU movie.
Yes.
Like, no joke. Like, no cap. Like, honestly, I love this score.
Yes, I would have to agree with that, actually.
I think it goes... Honestly, I'll say this more later, but I don't like the Black Panther movie, but the score for that's really good too.
Okay, yeah.
And then I think I'll say Infinity War.
Infinity War had a pretty good soundtrack.
But then only good one from any of his Portals. So if you don't know who Michael Giacchino is, he does let's see here. He's done a lot of like big movies. He's won Oscars for the score for Up, The Incredibles, Ratatouille, Inside Out, Coco, Incredibles 2. Also he did the score for Jojo Rabbit.
Okay.
Have you seen Jojo Rabbit?
I have, actually.
It's good.
It's good.
Also, he did the score for Lost, the TV show. Yeah, dude, he's won Oscars. He's won a lot of things.
I'm not surprised. Like, I mean, just kind of looking at the trend here, it looks like he's mostly done more of these like animated movies. But wow, like
he also did the Star Trek movies.
Okay.
I think he did the first two,
and a couple of video game ones
the movie
too. Eh?
What's the movie one? Yeah, what video games did you do? Dude, we did a lot of Call of Duty. Call of Duty, Medal of Honor, Lost World, Jurassic Park. Huh. Interesting. Wait,
okay.
Goes to Incredibles. Okay, what movies did he did? Yeah, okay. Dude, we did Sky High!
Yo!
Remember Sky High? Mission Impossible 3, Cloverfield. I thought that was a good movie. Dude, he did Speed Racer.
Okay.
Guys, watch Speed Racer. I'm not even kidding. It's really good. I don't care what anyone says. It's really good. If you watch the anime, then you like it. Yeah, see, he did the first Star Trek. With J.J. Abrams. I think he did.
Okay.
Did he do Star Trek in the Darkness? Yeah, he did. Yeah. Cars 2. Okay. Anyways, yes. Michael Giacchino did a great job on the score. Academy if you nominate him, that'd be great.
Please,
He doesn't have to win. He could just get nominated. Because I think the part actually, do you know what? I think the trailer music was dope too.
True.
So I watched the trailer after I came back from the movie. I knew that trailer music's dope, bro.
Honestly, like, okay, I'm gonna be completely honest. When I first heard the score for like the new theme for like the MCU Spider-Man in Homecoming, I wasn't the biggest fan. I like it. Just kind of, to me, it felt like a generic superhero thing.
Yeah.
But this movie, oh my gosh, like it feels like Spider-Man.
Yeah. Like what in the final scene when he's like he has the new like really slick suit, and he's like swinging in the snow. That score, that'll get you.
Oh, it will.
That'll get you.
Also, the scene where like the goodbye to MJ and Ned, when it just like escalates.
Oh, yo!
And it brings on the tears. It's like, whoa.
Oh, for context, Ash and I went to watch this movie last night.
Yes.
We saw this movie at 10:10 and Langley, and there was like what, us and two other people in the theater.
Probably. I think all of us left during like the end credit scenes.
Yeah,
pretty much everyone that was there to see it that late had probably already seen it.
Yeah, there's no way you haven't seen it, right?
Yeah.
Oh, also, he's doing the Batman.
Oh,
yo, we got to review that one.
Oh, 100%. The trailer music for that's also really dope.
Yeah, great composer.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's move on. Ashton, one more thing.
Dope.
Before we get into the nitty-gritty of this episode, what do you think of the ending?
Dude.
No, I have points, so I'll let you go first.
Dude. Okay. So
I'm gonna grab another iced tea. If you heard a fridge slam, that's me getting iced tea. Ashton, do you want another iced tea?
Sure.
Okay, we're gonna get some iced teas. Keep talking.
Okay, so I think what I thought of it. So for a bit of context, I haven't really been the biggest fan of the Holland Spider-Man movies, like compared to the other ones, just because I kind of like. I agreed with a lot of those, like, a lot of those ideas that he just kind of felt like Iron Man Jr. I love, like, the Ultimate Spider-Man comic line and
great line.
all these other things that, you know, you really see, like, a human, like, struggling Peter Parker. And it just kind of felt like Peter Parker was getting everything handed to him. I honestly, like, hot take, before Homecoming, I really was upset that they didn't show Uncle Ben dying, or the whole with great power comes great responsibility thing. Like, he kind of alluded to it in Civil War, but I mean, they just didn't. Yeah,
it didn't hit.
It didn't hit as hard as like seeing it with the other two Spider-Men. After this movie, though, when you come out of the theater and you're like, holy crap, that was his origin story. Like, the whole trilogy was his origin story.
Dude, poor guy.
And like, you just like, it kind of reframes everything, because you see like all these three movies instead of like what the other movies did in like the first, I don't know, like 45 minutes, hour, I don't know the actual timestamps.
Dude, Andrew Garfield, what happened, like half hour?
Yeah, pretty much. you like, compared to like the amount of time and polish that Marvel just put into this, even though they took a lot of liberties and changed stuff from the comics, they just really made it so that Spider-Man is the ultimate, like, he's kind of like above Peter Parker.
Yeah.
And now it's kind of showing like a struggling Peter Parker who's lost everything. And oh my gosh, so in the end as well, when he had to make that decision to make everyone forget that who Peter Parker was, dude, I don't think he could have done that without seeing Tony Stark's sacrifice.
No.
I think like just even in the non-Spider-Man movies, seeing like even his development in those movies, like, dude, the kid also like died as well. You kind of like, you see all these things that kind of lead up to this big moment and all this influence. So even outside of those like first two Spider-Man movies, you put all the Tom Holland performances together and it's like, wow, like this is the origin story, and it's just mind-blowing how they did that. And honestly, something I'd like to see going forward, I don't know if I'm getting ahead of myself here.
Just go for it.
I think with Aunt May being the Uncle Ben in this, I kind of wonder if Uncle Ben's alive. Like, maybe they just separated or something. And like,
imagine
if they were able to like somehow rework it so like Uncle Ben was like coming back into Peter's life, and I don't know, maybe he loses him again, maybe he doesn't. I don't know. Anyway,
dude, Peter's lost too much. Take it easy on him. He's just a kid.
Spider-Man's lost a lot in the comics, though. That's what makes him such a good hero.
Yeah,
is he always makes the moral choice.
Always gets back up.
And it's great. Yeah. Anyway, what do you think?
So, I have a PS4, and back in 2018, I bought Spider-Man PS4, and the ending is pretty much the same thing.
Okay.
If you don't know, if you haven't played the game, Aunt May dies, and then Peter's chilling. No one just people don't forget his name, don't forget who he is, but Aunt May dying and then him just sacrificing everything is so beautiful. Do you know the ending? Sorry, did I just spoil the ending for you?
No, it's
okay.
So actually, I avoided any spoilers to that game because I was always like, well, at some point I'll buy a PS4 now that the PS5 is out. But long story short, in case you're listening to this like in the future, it's 2021. It's the beginning of 2022.
Please no, I don't want to go back to 2021.
Yeah, I'm good.
Wait, iced tea crack. Right?
All right, let's hear it.
3, 2, 1.
But yeah, so it's the beginning of 2022, and we're still in a global pandemic with a chip shortage. So PS5s haven't been readily available. PS4s are selling for a lot more than they're worth. Mm-hmm. And I'm an Xbox guy. That's where most of my friends are, and kind of I get family discounts with that too.
Reflect, but okay.
But yeah, so I'd stayed away from spoilers from that game until after I started seeing the memes for No Way Home, like after I saw the movie, and I was like, okay, well, I made it this far.
Didn't blow it.
I'm not even that mad that it spoiled. I'm sure like whenever I get a PS4, I'm still gonna enjoy the game. Okay. Yeah.
It's good. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, I think that bringing him just like back to no Stark tech, and like just him being the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, like he was when he had the homemade suit.
Yes.
I think that's gonna open up a lot more possibilities. Like Black Cat and Miles Morales.
Yes.
And who else? Dude, can we get Silk in the MCU?
Honestly.
Can we get Silk, please? Kevin Feige, Mr. Feige, get her in the MCU, bro.
Daddy Feige, please.
Oh my gosh. No. Who's your... Never mind. Yeah, I think him just being a normal guy and everyone not knowing who he is, I'm really excited to see how he recreates friendships, especially with MJ and Ned.
Yeah.
I kind of wonder how that's going to happen because I want to see a Ned Goblin eventually.
Yes.
I thought that was going to happen in this movie. I
did too.
The night of, I'm like, yo, Adam, it's going to happen. I'm like, it didn't happen. But then, like, when he's like, I promise I won't turn bad and kill you in the science lab, I'm like, Ned Goblin. They hinted at it. They hinted at it.
And now that he doesn't know who Peter Parker is, it could
happen. Also, where's Harry Osborn?
Yeah.
Is there no Osborn in this, like, multiverse with Tom Holland?
Yeah.
I'd be kind of ticked.
Also, like, is he gonna get his own Green Goblin? Like, this Green Goblin was a perfect villain for him.
I think so.
But, I don't know. Green Goblin's just kind of synonymous with Spider-Man. And he's kind of like Joker to Batman. Like, would you? I don't know. I love what they did with Defoe though, so it's forgiven.
I'm kind of interested to see who his biggest villain's going to be now. Oh wait, you know what? Vulture.
Yeah.
Vulture's still alive.
And Scorpion.
Scorpion. Oh, Scorpion is still alive.
Yeah, in Homecoming.
And with Morbius coming out.
Yep.
And Venom.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. I take that back. Also, there's Venom in the MCU now. If you don't watch the post-credit scene, there's Venom's gonna come to the MCU.
That's hype.
Yeah, I'm so hyped for that. The Venom movies are fun. I actually find them really fun.
I still have to see the second one.
Dude, let's go.
I'll probably rent it later this week now.
I want to go tonight. Langley again.
Langley. Oh boy.
I think it's out of theaters.
Yeah,
I don't think that it's. Oh, dang it. Oh well. Okay. A couple more things before we wrap it up. So one more thing I wanted to talk about is the idea of where do you think Marvel goes from this?
Like in terms of the MCU or Spider-Man?
Spider-Man.
Okay. I think there's...
Predictions.
Predictions.
What's the date? February 2nd, 2022. 2222.
On a Wednesday, not
On a
a
Wednesday.
Tuesday. Dang it.
Did I say Tuesday? Oh, no. Never mind.
No,
It's
but,
two
like,
Tuesday. Yeah.
Yeah, it would have been funnier if it was a Tuesday.
Where do you think Spider-Man's going? Who is he? Yeah, go ahead.
There's what I would like to see, and then there's what I think is going to happen.
Okay.
So what I would like to see is more multiverse stuff. Like, I would love to get more of a proper...
Hey, Multiverse of Madness is coming out.
Yeah.
This year.
Yeah, that will be hype. We'll have to do a review of that one, too. But I'd love to see sort of, like, maybe after a little longer of, like, more friendly neighborhood stuff, more crossovers with other Marvel heroes.
Dude, Daredevil,
that would be so hype.
Dude, Kingpin's back, too.
Well, hopefully. If you haven't seen Hawkeye. Yeah.
He's alive.
I think so. He survived that whole situation in the comics.
Anyways, back to Spider-Man.
Yeah, so...
I love Daredevil.
What I'd like to see is, like, more movies like that. You know, stuff with Scorpion, Venom. But the way I'd love to see this, like, Peter Parker send-off is I would love it if there was another, like, big multiverse sort of, like, problem.
Okay.
And they brought Morlun. If you don't know Morlun from the comics, he's, like...
I know.
Yeah, he devours, like, animal heroes, pretty much. So, like, Spider-Man and, like, he's gone after Black Panther a couple times, I think, too. But mostly Spider-Man. And the whole, like, Spider-Verse story is, like, this huge adventure with all these multiversal Spider-Man trying to stop Morlun. I would love to see, like, Tom Holland's Peter Parker after he's a little more established. I'd love for them to introduce Miles Morales in that movie or a movie before, whatever.
Okay.
And I'd love to see him make the ultimate sacrifice for Miles, and I'd love to see Morlun take him out. Because in the comics, like, Green Goblin is one of, like... he's probably Spider-Man's biggest villain.
Yeah.
But they tried to make Morlun that. Just seeing how many Spider-Man he's killed in the multiverse. So I would love to see, like, Tom Holland's Peter make that ultimate sacrifice. Maybe bring Andrew and Toby back and have them, like... Whoa, what?
He's dead!
He's dead! That would be, like, my ideal. But what I think is going to happen is...
Oh no, our Spider-Man. It's broken!
Oh my. But yeah, what I'd love to see happen is, and what I think is going to happen, they're going to introduce Miles. They might do what, like, the PS4 series has done, where Miles and Peter team up, unlike the comics where, you know, Peter dies and then Miles comes in.
It's its own thing, yeah.
Yeah. I think that'll probably happen. I wouldn't be surprised if there's more team-ups. I don't know. What do you think? Predictions?
See, I think there's going to be a Miles Morales storyline, because that's inevitable. Just because of the video game and Into Spider-Verse, which we'll talk about eventually.
Yeah.
But, like, I want to see more obscure characters.
Okay.
I want Kraven the Hunter.
Yes.
See,
oh, same.
Yeah, I want Kraven. Like, when they teased him in a little bit in No Way Home, in that little, like, was it opening up the portal thing? Whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
I got excited.
Yeah. Because
I'm a big Kraven the Hunter guy. And he messes up with Spider-Man.
Oh, 100%.
He messes him up. I can't remember what comic line it is, but, like, he, like, stabs him in the heart or something like that. And just, like, an inch away from his heart.
Yeah, in Kraven's... Is that in Kraven's Last Hunt?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. I read so many comics I don't even remember anymore. But, like, yeah, I think I want obscure characters. Like I said, I want Silk.
Yes.
Just because I think her storyline is very interesting. And now that they opened up Asian influence with Shang-Chi, I think that can help. Hey, do a Shang-Chi Silk team up?
Yeah.
I'm in.
Oh, 100%.
I'm in. Also, I think, like you said, like you kind of touched, I think I want this Peter to die.
Mm-hmm.
I want him to, maybe not, die, but maybe, like, in a Captain America sense, where he just, like, retires.
Okay.
But, like, there's going to be a time where Tom Holland is too old to play Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Because I think what they had, how they have him now, he looks very young. He's a very young guy.
Yeah.
And, like, I think that the way that they portrayed him, and especially that helps with the script, it makes him young. Mm-hmm. But there's only so much that can do. Do you know what? Here, let's do something fun. I want you to cast the next Spider-Man.
The next Spider-Man.
I want you to cast. No, Google. I want you to think.
Adam.
Adam. Adam's my roommate.
Yeah, for context.
For context, he's my roommate.
It's an inside joke.
Yo, hey Kevin, I'll play Spider-Man. I got the costume already.
Oh, let's do it.
Yeah. I'll do it for free. You don't have to pay me.
That would actually be kind of fun to just play Spider-Man.
I'll just get that Nestea sponsorship.
Please, Nestea, if you're listening.
Dude, hey Nestea. I bought like 5 cases last week.
Speaking of which,
open up that can. Oh, dude, that spiked past the line on our sound thing. I don't know how long that's gonna be.
We'll see.
Sorry, guys. If you're listening with headphones on, maybe don't do it for the next episode.
Facts. Yeah, I guess in terms of if we're being legitimate here, are we talking like just a Peter Parker casting, or are we talking like it could be anyone, like any Spider-Man sort of thing?
I want you to do both.
Both.
No, dude, we gotta add runtime to this podcast. Yeah. Do both. I'll think.
Yeah, it's tricky. I haven't actually thought about this for a while because I've been kind of content with Tom Holland's. Yeah. But one day he has to leave. He even said in an interview, like, if he's still playing Peter Parker into his 30s, he did something wrong, and he's already in his mid to late 20s.
How old is he? He's not that much older than we are, bro.
Not really.
I just gotta go back.
Like 20. I want to say like 25. 24.
I'll say 24. He's young.
Okay. Yeah.
Tom Holland. Dude, where's his name? It's gonna be right here, Eric. Yeah. Tom. There we go. 25.
25. Okay.
Hey, June 1st. Happy birthday.
Oh, nice.
Never mind. It's not June.
Oh.
Dang. Okay.
Dang.
Oh, he's in Billy Elliot on Broadway. I forgot about that.
Yeah, that's kind of how he got his start.
Dude, we should do a Broadway thing. I know you don't know
that'd
much.
That'd be kind of dope.
You don't know much.
I saw American in Paris live on Broadway.
Really?
Yeah, it was pretty dope.
Nice. Dude, we gotta do a tick tick boom.
Yeah, true.
Just like a quick quickie.
True.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, yeah, I can't really think of any actors. Like, I don't really know enough young actors to where.
Who said they have to be young?
Ooh, okay.
Okay, dude. This is kind of like joke casting for me, but Jake Johnson as Peter B. Parker.
Yes.
In the MCU. If you don't know, Jake Johnson already plays Peter B. Parker in Into the Spider-Verse, and he looks like that. So if he came as Peter B. Parker in the MCU, would not have any complaints. Also, I'm a big New Girl fan, so that helps. But realistically, I think I would want. It's a little on the nose, but I wanted Jacob Tremblay to be Spider-Man.
Okay.
He's really big, I know, but also, do you know who's that actor from that one movie? I know specific. Actually, do you know what? Screw it. I just want Amazing Spider-Man 3.
Yeah, same. I want Andrew Garfield back.
Give me more Andrew. What happened to the Rhino fight? Dude, I was so ticked.
Facts.
Yo, you just killed off freaking Gwen, and you're not gonna show us the Rhino fight? You monsters.
Honestly.
You monsters.
Honestly.
Also, yes. Emma Stone, Spider-Gwen.
Yes. Oh god.
Actually, yes. No, that's too on the nose though. That's everyone's casting.
I know that's everyone's casting, but I think it would be kind of cool. Like, who's the girl who played Gwen in this universe? I forget her name.
There is no Gwen.
Like the one in like the Holland verse in the MCU movies.
There's a Gwen?
Sorry, it's Betty Brant. I'm tripping. It'd be kind of cool though to see, like, this is just me like imagining.
Wrong keyboard.
Again. It'd be kind of cool if they like made like, I don't know, they brought like Elizabeth Banks and they had like Betty Brant in this universe kind of come back as like a different version of like Spider-Woman or whatever. So like they're dressed up as Spider-Gwen, but then they take off the mask and it's like, what? They're actually Spider.
Oh, she was rumored. She was rumored to be. So the actress that plays Betty Brant is, I'm gonna butcher this, Angourie Rice. Angry Rice. She's Australian, so that makes sense. Yeah. So there is rumors that she was gonna play Spider-Gwen.
Okay.
I wouldn't mind that. But
I don't know if it would be Spider-Gwen as much as it would have to be Spider-Woman, unless they made her from another like universe, or like even if they did though, I don't know.
But I don't know how that would work because she is Betty Brant and not.
Well, yeah, Stacy. Like again, like dressed up like Spider-Gwen, but then takes off the mask and it's Betty Brant.
Huh, interesting.
It would be changing a character a lot. I know like a lot of comic geeks wouldn't be happy. It's not something I'm super set on, but it's something that I think could be like a funny twist in the MCU.
Yeah. Like a Mandarin twist.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, do you know any? Do you want to cast Miles Morales? Do not know many actors.
Honestly, so before Homecoming, I really wanted Donald Glover to play Miles Morales, like an older version of him.
Okay. He's his uncle.
Yeah, and then he comes in as the Prowler, which is fine. I think that's actually perfect.
Yeah,
now.
that's cool.
But like I think it was in the Ultimate Spider-Man. Oh, you know who I'd love to see play Spider-Man? Drake Bell. Like I know there's a lot of controversy with him right now.
Bell.
But he played.
Is he that TikToker or YouTuber guy?
Like Drake and Josh.
Yo, that guy's so old!
Well, here's the thing. He played Spider-Man in the Ultimate Spider-Man TV show, and I grew up with that. And his voicing, his voicing of the character was perfect.
He was also in the superhero movie?
He was actually, he was actually pushing to be the next Spider-Man after, I think after Andrew, like for the MCU. But then they said that they wanted someone younger. So he kind of excluded himself, but
he's 35 now.
Yeah,
he's not terrible.
That would be kind of cool in like sort of like an Into the Spider-Verse live action thing though. Have like the Ultimate Spider-Man there. There's a lot of controversy with him right now, so I don't think that would happen. But just a childhood dream.
Dude, do you know what's really trippy? If in a different universe they brought back Zendaya as Gwen Stacy.
Oh, true.
Dude.
That
would be so weird. All right, one more thing before we're gonna wrap up this episode, because
we're getting long.
We're getting long, yeah. So, Ashton, I asked you to rank all the MCU movies, 27 of them, in order from 27 to 1. Now we're gonna do the same thing we did with our Star Wars ranking. So we're gonna go 27 and then go back and forth.
As of like right now, in like February of 2022,
yes,
there are only 27 MCU movies.
And then after we will have a special thing for you after that too. Okay, I'll go first.
Okay.
I think 27 is the same for us.
Yeah.
Is it Thor: The Dark World?
Yep.
27.
27.
Okay. For 26, I have the Incredible Hulk.
I do too.
Okay, hey, yo, we're on the same page so far.
At least for now.
Can you tell we're friends? Okay. Number 25, I have Thor.
Same!
Oh, okay, alright. Yo, I feel like, have you seen that interview with the cast and Watch Mojo?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, yo, she did the voice!
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, again, sorry for anyone listening with headphones on. Don't. Not with us, man. Okay, number 24, I have Iron Man 2.
Okay, this is where we differ a little bit.
Okay.
I have Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Where do I have that? Oh, yeah, it's coming up pretty soon.
I know, like, it kind of flew under the radar because Wasp, get it?
Buzz.
But yeah, it wasn't my favorite. It's kind of forgettable.
Yeah.
After watching Infinity War and then seeing this, you just don't want this.
Yeah. I mean, it was good filler. It was fun.
It was good. It was good. It was like, you needed it, but it wasn't particularly my favorite.
Yeah. Okay, number 23, hot take. I have Captain Marvel at 23.
Okay. I have Black Widow.
Okay. So I just thought Captain Marvel was boring.
Okay.
It was so boring.
See, I thought that way too.
So boring.
And then I challenged myself to write an essay on it.
For Captain Marvel?
For that academic writing essay.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Where we had to review a movie. So I was going in with a bad review. But then the more I thought about it, I was like, yeah, it's whatever. It's its own thing. But I understand. It's not my favorite. It's coming up here pretty soon, actually.
Yeah. Okay. What did you have for 23?
For 23, I have Black Widow.
Black Widow.
That's kind of a hot take in itself.
Where do I have that? Okay, that's coming up too. Okay. Number 22, I have Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Okay. For 22, I have Iron Man 3. And the reason it doesn't rank lower for me is because of what Shang-Chi did with it.
Oh my gosh. Okay, we'll talk about that.
Yeah.
Okay. Number 21, I have Black Widow.
Okay. Number 21, I have, this is going to be a hot take as well, Black Panther.
Okay, so number 20 is Black Panther for me.
Oh, dang.
So we're not far off.
We're not far off at all.
What's your 20th pick?
20th for me is Captain Marvel.
Okay, so here's my thing with Black Panther. I know people do. People love this movie.
Yep.
People put it like top 3 in rankings all the time.
Yeah.
Guys, again, it's boring. So I watch a lot of YouTube, and I watch Cosmonaut Picture Show. If you guys know who that is, okay, cool. But like, he was explaining it and reviewing it, and he was comparing it to the prequels of Star Wars.
Okay.
And how it's just boring, and they're just walking and talking, and they expect us to think that we're dumb, and they expect us to think that T'Challa's dead. Yeah, okay. Okay, man.
Well,
and then
I mean,
he actually,
now...
No, I don't want to talk about it. That's
that's sad.
But like, yeah, I just found this movie kind of very predictable, and the CGI is kind of lacking.
Yeah.
And people say that cinematography is good in this movie. You have one good shot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking. It's the throne flip.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have one good shot. Don't even it's not that good.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, like, let me just say, Black Panther is a character in, like, the MCU.
Great character.
Love him. Chadwick Boseman was the perfect casting. I actually felt sad that he kind of got overshadowed in Civil War, because he's such a dope character.
Yeah.
But I feel like the movie just felt a little rushed. The whole accent thing, I know so many people that, like, just don't like it, so it's whatever.
Yeah. All right. Number 19, I have The Eternals.
Okay, that's actually not far off from me.
I know people hate that movie, but you know what? This is my list.
19 for me is Iron Man 2.
Okay. Yo, that's high.
Yeah.
All right, number 18, I have Ant-Man.
Okay. 18 for me is Eternals.
Okay. So, hey, we're not
Really
far off.
Close.
Number 17, I have Captain America, the First Avenger.
Okay, that's coming up for me too. This one, my 17 is going to be a little bit of a hot take as well.
Okay.
Shang-Chi.
Okay, no, I have Shang-Chi at 16.
Okay.
Hey, dude,
we're like super close on this.
What's your 16?
16 for me is Avengers.
Okay.
Like
First one? Yeah, okay. Number 15, I have Doctor Strange.
Okay. That's a little higher for me.
Okay.
15 for me is the first Avenger, like the first Captain America movie.
Okay, yeah, dude,
Yeah.
we're at 2 or 3 off. We're not that bad.
Yeah.
Number 14, I have the first Iron Man.
Okay.
Yes, great movie.
That's actually pretty far off from mine. I'll explain when I get there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay.
14 for me is Age of Ultron.
Not far off.
Okay.
Number 13, I have Iron Man 3. I love this movie. It is so much fun.
Dang. Yeah, we'll have to talk about that one after.
Yeah.
13 for me is Homecoming.
Okay. Awesome. Homecoming. Dude, it's actually one of the funniest MC movies. It's so funny.
It is.
Number 12, I have Avengers, Age of Ultron.
Okay. 12 for me is...
I just ripped my pants.
Don't worry, it's only in the knee. It's in the knee.
Bro, what the heck? Dang. Okay, never... Dang, that's tough, bro.
Yeah, 12 for me is Ant-Man.
Okay. Number 11, I have Spider-Man Homecoming.
Okay.
Yeah.
11 for me is Doctor Strange.
Yeah, we're not far off.
Not at all.
Hey, now we're in the top 10.
Yeah.
Number 10, I have Thor Ragnarok.
Okay. Not too far off.
Such a good movie.
Number 10 for me is Far From Home.
Okay. Far From Home.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. Number 9, I have Captain America Civil War.
Okay.
Yes.
Not too far off from me either.
There's way too much going on in that movie.
Yeah, fair. 9 for me is Guardians 2.
Guardians 2. Okay. Number 8, The Avengers 2012.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Top 10.
Yeah.
Number 8 for me is Guardians 1.
Okay, number 7 for me is Guardians 1.
Oh, shoot.
Yes.
Pretty close there.
Dude, people, that's number 1 in a lot of lists.
Oh, 100%.
And I agree, it's a great movie.
Yeah.
You just, on rewatches, it's not the easiest to rewatch.
Yeah, not really.
The pacing is kind of weird when you try to rewatch it again and you want to get to your favorite scenes. It's just not a fun time.
James Gunn has made better superhero movies since then.
Yes, and I'm about to say one of them.
Okay, 7 for me is Thor Ragnarok.
Okay, yeah. Good movie.
Good movie.
Hey, dude, they kind of got Planet Hulk.
Yeah, kind of.
Okay. Number 6, Spider-Man Far From Home.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, yes. Interesting. Mine kind of relates a little bit. 6 for me is Civil War.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That checks out. Okay, entering the top 5.
Okay.
Number 5, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
Okay. Cool.
Best MCU movie with character development. Best soundtrack. Better than Volume 1.
I agree with that.
Don't at me.
Okay. 5 for me is Captain America, The Winter Soldier.
Love it.
Love
it.
It's so good.
It's not. Hey, I'll get there.
Yeah.
I'll get there. Number 4, Avengers Endgame.
Oh, interesting. Okay, 4 for me is Infinity War.
I think we swapped those two.
We swapped those two.
We swapped those two for sure. Number 3, Spider-Man: No Way Home.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Maybe we didn't swap them. Okay. My number 3 is Endgame.
Okay, so we didn't swap. We didn't swap.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay. Number 2. So this is a personal favorite of mine.
Okay.
Captain America: The Winter Soldier.
Okay.
I adore this movie. I saw this 5 times in theaters. Also, I saw Endgame 7 times, and I've seen Spider-Man: No Way Home 6 times. So I'm trying to tie it up here.
Fair enough.
So I'm gonna go tonight. Okay, number 2, Ashton.
Number 2. Okay. Iron Man.
The first one?
The first one.
Hey, not a bad pick.
Yeah.
That's not a bad pick. And we have the same number 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. Infinity War is the best MCU movie.
Wait, no, I already said Infinity War.
What did you say?
Infinity War was number 4.
Oh, do you think Endgame is the best?
I think Endgame's better, just because Infinity
Dude, I thought
War's
Infinity was
purpose is
number
to
1.
make you wait.
Yeah.
I think as a standalone, Infinity's better, but when it does its job properly, Endgame's better.
Okay.
Number 1 for me, this is probably going to switch back to Iron Man later, because Iron Man's kind of always been my favorite MCU movie. But right now, it's No Way Home. Yeah.
I approve this list. Honestly, I just think Infinity War is so well paced, even though it's almost 3 hours.
Yeah, honestly.
And it's so much fun.
Yeah, true.
Almost as good as theater experience as Endgame.
True.
Yo, when Thor got through that portal with Stormbreaker, with Rocket in the tree. I know it's Groot. I just called him the tree.
Yeah, it's a good movie. I love it.
I am Steve Rogers. All right, well, we're gonna do quick lightning round. We have 4 minutes before our thing gets cut. Okay,
Cool.
Wrap around Marvel MCU shows. So this is everything on Disney Plus. There are 5 shows. Okay, number 5, What If? Go.
WandaVision.
Number 4, WandaVision.
Number 4, Hawkeye.
Number 3, Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Number 3, Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Yeah, baby. Number 2, Loki.
Number 2, What If?
Number 1, Hawkeye.
Number 1, Loki.
Oh my god. Okay, that was tough.
That was a little tough. There's only 5 right now.
What's your number 5?
Number 5 was WandaVision.
Okay.
Yeah.
I did it. It was okay. All right. Just want to thank you guys for listening. We will probably put out podcasts. I want to say weekly. I mean, we can do it weekly.
Yeah, why not?
We'll be looking for an hour, whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Hey, dude, we're such nerds. We talked about one single movie for 57 minutes. So
far. We could probably go longer too.
Dude, if you're still listening, thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
Dude, honestly,
thanks a lot.
Yeah, this has been a lot of fun. Been wanting to do this for a while, and I hope that you guys enjoy listening.
Yes, sir.
All right, guys. Till next time, I'm Nat.
I'm Ashton.
And we are the Nerds in Flannel.